Let's talk about casino corruption. I'm going to tell you about one of the situations where I had a casino refuse to cash out my chips. When I was early into my card counting career, I went into one of my local casinos. I had already gone to this casino a handful of times, so I'd built up a chip inventory. I keep a chip inventory for my local casinos so I can just play with chips instead of having to buy in every time. Here's a video I took before I walked in.
I'm outside of one of the only local casinos left that I can play. So hopefully I can bank a big session here today, but I won't be too greedy. Maybe like $1,000. $1,000 would be good.
It makes me sad watching that video back because poor 20-year-old me had no idea what she was walking into. I begin playing their 8-deck blackjack game in the high limit room. The count gets high and I pull out a $500 chip. The dealer looked really concerned when I pulled out a $500 chip and proceeded to tell me that they had removed their $500 chips from play.
You had it before?
Do not have
If you're familiar with casino regulations, you'll already know that casino chips do not expire, and each state has governing bodies that ensure that casinos are operating ethically. You can hear the dealer tell me that they're no longer using $500 chips, and it turns out that they had replaced them with $1,000 blue chips instead. The part that concerned me was when I said to the dealer,
"Well, surely I can still cash them out."
And the dealer gave me a look that suggested otherwise.
Surely they still work though. Like surely they're still good if I went to cash them out.
I then asked them why they were no longer using their purple chips, and the only answer that I could get was they had an incident a few days ago. The pit boss then asked me how many purple chips I had, and he said he'd have to escort me to the cage to see if we can cash them out.
Take you, I would have to walk with you to the cage, and you have to change the 500 to the cage.
When I bring the chips to the cage, can I get money for them?
I will come with you if you want to cash it out right now.
I had $5,000 worth of these purple chips. When this whole situation began, I was in the middle of a super high running count. So I told the pit boss that I would buy in with cash to finish the shoe, and then I would meet him at the cage. I bought in with cash and ended up winning $8,000 on that shoe. They paid me with blue $1,000 chips, and I headed up to the cage. In total, I now had $10,000 in blue chips and $5,000 in purple chips. The pit boss was at the cage along with another supervisor, and they seemed really apologetic for the situation. They explained to me that a few days prior, someone had stolen $500 chips, so they now needed approval to cash out any chips of that denomination.
Hi.
So the 500, unfortunately we cannot cash it out today. You have, maybe can you come tomorrow with your all your 500s you have?
I won't be able to make it tomorrow, but
When
if
you
I,
are able to.
what's the problem with doing it today? Do I have to wait for someone else to be here?
Yes, the general manager has to be here. Has to
Okay.
approve it.
Okay, sounds
Okay?
good. And
Yeah,
so,
there is no problem, there is nothing, it's not like, if we do this with every person come with 500.
okay, but I just like, if
We-
the general manager is here, I'll be able to do it?
Yes, you
I'm
will
just
see the
worried
big
about-
guy, like
Okay.
the general manager, it's him, Mike.
You can clearly hear the pit boss tell me that if I come in tomorrow when the manager is there, I will have no problem cashing out all of my chips. He told me that he had seen me in the casino before, so he knows that I often gamble high stakes, so I'm not exactly a security threat. There was a shift in the conversation when I told the pit boss that I had the entirety of the $5,000 worth of purple chips on me at the time.
Oh, you have all of them here.
Yeah, I have $5,000 worth of chips, but I'd like to cash out.
Him and the other supervisor told me to have a seat in the casino restaurant, order whatever I want on the house, and that they would call their boss and see if there was anything that we could get done today. I was understanding of the situation, so I provided them with dates and times that I'd previously been in the casino so that they could look back and see that I did in fact win the $500 chips. So I'm sitting in the casino restaurant, some time goes by, and the next thing I know, 2 police officers approach me and begin to question me.
So it's my understanding you came in with a couple of $500 chips today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And you had said that you'd won those where you had them from previously?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? How, like, did you win them here? Were they from somebody else? What's going on with that?
Yeah, no, I came in and bought them. And then I gamble here probably every few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, since I moved here like 6 months ago, probably I started coming in.
Okay.
And then every few weeks I come in and play, and I just kept the chips because usually at casinos they don't expire, as like
Yeah, no.
per my understanding. And then today I came in, and they said a few days ago they got rid of $500 chips. So I was like, okay, so I can't use them.
that's what they
So now I just want to cash them out.
You don't happen to have, like, a transaction on your bank account or something from when you were buying them, eh?
No, because I would have paid cash.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean? You pay cash to buy chips in the
Okay.
casino. I told them the days that I was here.
Yeah.
And so you can see me play with chips and cash out chips, or like, color up chips.
Okay. You make enough to buy 10 $500 chips in cash? What do you do for work?
I work in marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
That tracks. All right. Imagine that 2 days later that you come back with stolen chips. But,
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Thanks.
Well, hope you win some stuff today.
Thanks.
Sorry.
That's okay. Take care.
That conversation lasted a few minutes, and then they left to have a conversation with the casino staff. A few minutes go by, and another cop comes over to me and is much more hostile this time.
So we're a little confused here about what's going on, okay?
Okay.
You expressed to my partners here that you said you bought these chips.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I bought them at the casino here.
Yeah, what do you mean buy though?
Like
Because you just don't buy chips here.
Oh.
It doesn't work that way. So I need to know a little more detail of what you mean by buy.
I sat down at a table with cash
Yep.
and gave them cash, and they gave me chips.
Okay.
He then starts telling me how it doesn't make sense for a 20-year-old to have access to $5,000 to gamble with. He also tells me that the casino staff says that they have never seen me before, and all of a sudden I come in with these $500 chips, which they've recently been robbed of. He assures me that the casino has no obligation to cash out my chips, and they will not be doing so.
I think they told you that they're not cashing your chips. Right? They're not allowed. They're not going to give you the money.
Why?
Because they're just not. With the recency of the situation that is going on and everything is, from what it sounds like to me, is they're not going to be giving you the money. You also have to realize their point of view that recency, they've had this done. You come in, and it's not like you've got one or two of them. You've got $5,000 worth of chips,
Right.
which at your age is not. It's very rare. It doesn't make sense. It's not reasonable to believe that you wouldn't cash those over in the lead to keep them for later. It doesn't make sense.
The cop makes a good point here. Most people don't leave the casino without cashing out their chips. However, the fact that I don't cash out my chips doesn't link me to the incident that happened at the casino. And keep in mind that I have given them dates and times that I've been in the casino so that they can verify my play. The pit boss and the supervisor that I talked to before came over to me next, and again, they seemed really apologetic for the situation. They said that they would look over the footage on the dates and times that I'd given them before, and they would get back to me the following day.
I apologize for that situation. So can I give you a phone number to us when we just then call you? You
Okay.
can cash out your chips another day, but not today.
Okay. So when can I come back to cash them out?
Yeah, that's why I just need to you need to give me a contact information. So whatever your phone number or anything.
My phone number. So what's the problem at this point? Were you not able to find footage of me in this casino?
You still have to verify the dates that you gave us.
We'll contact you maybe hopefully tomorrow.
Okay.
I left the casino and recorded a quick recap of the events that transpired. That was the craziest session that I have ever experienced. $8,000 worth of profit, and that's not even where this story gets interesting. So I've been to this casino about 10 to 12 times. So I have a chip inventory built up at this casino. So I arrived with $5,000 worth of $500 chips. So about 30 minutes into the session, I go to use a $500 chip, and it's at that time that the casino lets me know that they had an incident a couple days prior, and they're no longer able to accept $500 chips. They've been removed from play. So I finished out the shoe, I bought in cash, made my $8,000, and then I proceeded to the cashier where I tried to cash out those $500 chips and was told that it wasn't going to be possible. I found out at that point that the casino had been robbed a few days prior of $500 chips, and so they removed them from play. I let them know dates when I had been there so that they could see footage of me coming in and buying chips. So I complied. It was about 2.5 hours that I was at the casino. I had 3 different police officers talk to me. Luckily, I have audio recording of my discussions with 3 different police officers, a pit boss, a games manager, and the security. And the ultimate verdict in the end was that they are not going to cash out my $5,000 worth of chips. They're going to continue their investigation, and they will get back to me tomorrow around 3 p.m. to let me know what the verdict is on if I'll be able to cash out these chips. So currently, $5,000 hangs in the balance. The following day, I received a call from the supervisor that I'd spoken to before, and she told me that she had not received an update on whether or not I was going to be able to cash out my chips. She said she would update me again the following day. I waited for a call, and days went by without me hearing anything from the casino. I finally decided that I was going to give them a call myself. I called the number that they had given me, and it didn't go through. They had blocked my number. I grabbed a friend's phone and called the same number that they had given me. I got through to a staff member named Hugo, and this is the response he gave me.
Hey, Hugo.
Hi, Hugo.
Okay, I got an announcement for you.
Okay.
Okay, you banned from our casino,
Okay.
been to further notice, and you under investigation of what's going on. So you cannot cash it out right now. You don't even get into the place. So
It's a crooked world out
They
there.
are now deciding to tell me that I am trespassed from their property, and they are refusing to cash out all $15,000 of my chips because I'm under investigation by the police. At this point, I knew exactly what was going on. The casino staff had reviewed the footage and confirmed that I won all of the chips that were in my possession. However, by reviewing the footage, they were able to see that I'm an advantage player, and now they're going to take the opportunity to make it as hard as possible for me to cash out my chips. This is when I knew I needed to get a gaming agent involved. The job of gaming agents is to make sure that the casino is operating under the legislation that the Gaming Commission sets out. I was able to get on the phone with a gaming agent, and he told me that the casino had already reached out to him. He told me that since I was under investigation by the police, there was nothing he could do. It was clear that the casino was covering their bases and had already spun a story to the gaming agent. Now that it was clear that the Gaming Commission was not going to help me, I decided to go back to the casino. I was greeted at the door by a security guard who recognized me as soon as I walked in.
Hi. An ID? I do.
Oh. Just give me a minute, alright?
Sure. May I keep my ID?
No.
Sorry, but you've been banned from the premises.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I definitely won't play. I just need to speak with the general manager.
I told the security guard that I just wanted to speak with the casino manager, and he assured me that this would not be possible. The casino manager refused to come speak with me, and they called the police. I waited for the police to arrive, and the cop that showed up this time was much more willing to hear both sides of the story.
What's going on?
This lady does not want to go.
You don't want to go?
I don't want to go.
You want to spend all your money here or what?
Pretty much already have.
Okay. Well,
I just wanted to speak to the general manager if it was possible, and they let me know that I'm not able to, just because I was in here on Monday, and I
Okay.
tried to cash out the chips that I have, and they told me that there was some type of, like, somebody stole from them,
Okay.
and so now they're investigating anybody who has $500 chips, so there's an investigation going on,
okay.
and so I'm not allowed to now cash out the chips that I have,
Okay.
and they told me that I'd have answers on Tuesday as to whether or not I'm able to or what's going on,
Okay.
and then now it's Friday, and I don't know anything else, so I just wanted to talk to the GM
Why
that
don't I
way.
give you my email
Okay,
and you can email me a statement
okay,
that with all those dates, times,
okay,
tables you were at, all that kind of stuff, right?
okay,
I'll forward it as soon as I get it to the primary investigator.
uh-huh,
He's not working today, but at
Okay.
least he can start trying to
yeah,
eliminate you from
yeah.
the whole picture, right?
I explained my side of the story, and he gave me his contact information so that I could send him a full statement so that he could confirm with the detective that I am not a suspect in the investigation. A few days later, I received an email back from the police. I was relieved to have confirmation in writing that I was not a suspect of the investigation. I forwarded this email to the gaming agent that I had spoken with prior and waited for a response. Weeks went by, and I didn't hear anything from the gaming agent or the casino, so I decided to give the gaming agent a call, and it didn't go as I hoped. I explained to him that the police had confirmed that I'm not a suspect in the investigation, therefore the casino doesn't have any reason to refuse to cash out my chips. He explained to me that the Gaming Commission doesn't have it written anywhere in their legislation that any casino in their jurisdiction has to honor casino chips and cash them out. This shocked me. I immediately got on my phone and looked up the Gaming Commission handbook. I read through every single page, and it turns out that this Gaming Commission doesn't have anywhere in their legislation that the casino has to pay their customers when it comes to table games. You have to be kidding me. These are the only areas of their legislation that even remotely suggest that casinos have to pay out their patrons. I took a few days and just pondered all the information that I had. I had been dealing with this situation for over a month now, and I had zero indication that the casino was ever going to cash out my chips. I decided to get on the phone with the gaming agent one more time. He gave me the same runaround that the casino has no obligation to cash out my chips, and since there's an ongoing investigation, the Gaming Commission is not going to interfere with what the casino decides to do. I distinctly remember how the phone call played out from there. I said to the gaming agent, well, I guess I have to take legal action then, hey? And then the gaming agent said to me,
You can definitely pursue legal action against the casino.
and then I said,
Oh no, Russell.
not only will I be taking legal action against the casino, but most importantly, I will be pursuing legal action against the Gaming Commission since you are in charge of making sure that the casino acts ethically. Russell went silent for a moment, and then he told me that he would see if there was anything that he could do. Fast forward to the next day. I receive an email from the casino manager who has refused to speak to me throughout this entire process. He sent me his phone number, and I gave him a call. He was an absolute pleasure to speak with, and he told me that he would email me a date when I can come in and cash out my chips. Is it a coincidence that the casino manager reached out to me the day after I threatened to take the Gaming Commission to court? I think not. This situation began on June 12th, 2023. My chips were cashed out on September 19th, 2023. I'm still trespassed from that casino. Shocking, I know. Being an advantage player has taught me so much. It's forced me to learn the right balance of standing up for myself while also respecting all of the crazy casino policies that are out there. This was an incredibly unique situation, and the police did a good job of hearing my side of the story and also respecting the casino side. These situations are meant to be overseen by the Gaming Commission, who is supposed to remain unbiased. I've chalked up this situation to the Gaming Commission and the casino just being lazy and trying to see what they could get away with. In the end, they did the right thing. I'm Goodyear, and I'm part of a Blackjack team that teaches other people how to beat the game as well. If you're interested in learning more about us and what we do, watch our other videos and click the link in the description. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you guys next time.